Hey guys, it's Jason with the Board Game Mechanics, and today we're going to take a look at a trick-taking game all about pirates called Skull King. Skull King is a 2 to 6 player game where players are taking on the role of, I guess, the pirate crew captain. It's not really in the game, but you can say that you're working as the captain of a crew. And you're trying to use pirates to steal other people's treasures, other people's parrots, other people's, I can't remember the third thing, but you're trying to use your pirates and higher number cards to attack their boat. What that really boils down to is you're trying to play cards that are going to take their cards trick-taking style, so like euchre, hearts, spades, that type of game. You're going to do this over a number of rounds. You're going to play the number of cards of the round. So if you're on round 6, you're going to get 6 cards to play. You're trying to determine how many of those tricks you think you can take, or if you can take 0. That's a little bit about the game. Let's go to the table, see how it plays. All right, here's a game of Skull King, all set up for 2 players. I'm using the legendary expansion in this. So in this, it's going to have some extra cards. So it's going to give all the special pirates, all the pirates a special power, and it's going to add a kraken, some coin cards that are going to form an alliance, and some mermaids. So I just wanted to let you know that's why these cards are here, because it's the same game, but it adds like 4 extra cards and some special powers. So that being said, we'll keep rolling. All right. So the game is played over 10 rounds, or however long you want to play it. You can do 2, 4, 6, 8 rounds, whatever you want to do. I'm doing 10. I'm not going to play the whole 10 rounds, but it's played over 10 rounds. Each round you get cards equal to the number of rounds. So in this case, it's round 1. Each player gets 1 card. This is a trick-taking game. Players are bidding to see how many tricks they're going to take or not take, and you're going to get a certain amount of points based on however many tricks you do end up taking. And it's got a cool score sheet that looks like this, that you can keep track of your score on. I'm not going to do that, but it's pretty easy, and there's instruction in the rule book actually on how to fill out the sheet. All right, so let's get rolling. So I've dealt each player 1 card. I'm going to be this player, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys what this card is. I'm not going to look at this. All right, so I have the Kraken. What the Kraken does is it's going to just basically destroy a trick. So if this player throws a really good card, I can throw that Kraken on and the trick gets discarded. No one takes it. This player doesn't know that, but I know that. So we're going to bid. I'm actually going to use these bidding cards to signify the bid. You're supposed to pound on the table, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want the camera to be shaky. So I'm going to go ahead and put my card that I'm bidding in my hand. It's on the bottom of the pile. They're going to do the same thing, and then we're going to reveal. So we'll reveal at the same time, and we both bid 0. All right, so we're both bidding 0. So we write that down, and then we'll get going. So this player's dealt. So whoever dealt gets the deck, just so you kind of know who dealt. So it'll be this player's lead. So they'll go ahead and lead their card. So they have 11 black. I throw the Kraken, and it discards this trick. No one gets it, so we both get our bid. When you both get your bid, you get 20 points times the number of tricks that you said you were going to get. But when it's a 0, you get 10 times the number of the round of points that it is. So in this case, it was round 1. We each get 10 times that. We each get 10 points. And you put that on your little card and you move on to round 2. So we'll put these back in the deck, and then we'll go to round 2. So we'll shuffle. I'm not going to do a lot of shuffling. I'm only going to play through a couple rounds just so you can kind of see how it works. I may go up to round 4. So we're at round 2, and then we each get 2 cards. 1, 2, and then this player dealt, so they'll get the deck. All right, and then I'm gonna look at my cards. So I have a green 4 and a black 14. So let me tell you what this was. In this game, there are, here, let's look at this card. In this game, there are 4 suits. There is the purple suit, the yellow suit, and the green suit, and the black suit, which is going to the Jolly Roger suit, which is going to function as the trump. Then there are also going to be some pirates that are going to overtake the trump. There's going to be a flag card, which will make you lose the trick unless everybody plays one and the first person that plays it takes it. There's the I forget what she's called, but she's going to let you be a pirate or a pass, so she's really good. And then there's a Skull King. He takes everything unless some of the expansion cards come out. A mermaid can defeat the Skull King. So we're just going to do normal trick stuff. So I'm going to do some bidding. A 14 black is pretty high, so I think I'm going to at least take one. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the card that I want to bid with. They're going to do the same. I'm not looking at their card, so they're just going to go ahead and say, all right, and then we're ready. So I bid this. I bid 1. The other player bids 0, and that's how we're going to roll with it. All right, so it's my lead. So I'm going to go ahead and play this. They're going to play this, which is no good for them. So they already lost their bid. All right, and then it's their lead, so they're going to play this one, and I'm going to play my 14. Got it. All right, so now let me go over a little bit more scoring here. All right, so the little bit more scoring is if you don't get your bid, you lose 20 points times the number of tricks that you missed it. So they're getting minus 20 points. That might not be right, but the rule for scoring is in the rule book, so just go ahead and check that out if I'm not sure. But if you look at this 14, you see that extra 20 points. So what that means is if you make your bid, which this player did, they got their 1, so they get 20 points. Plus, they're going to get an extra 20 points because they captured this. So they now have 40 points plus the 10 points that they got from last round. So that's 50. All right, so then we'll go ahead and shuffle. This will be the last round that we'll play. We'll play 3 rounds because you kind of get the idea of it. It's just normal trick-taking stuff, but I kind of wanted to show you a little bit how it works. And I'm glad I got this, actually the Kraken card out that first round, because that's an expansion card and that's kind of nice. Maybe we can get a mermaid out this time, we'll see. So it's this player's deal. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3. All right, so it's this player's deal. Let's see what we get. Sweet, we do have a mermaid. So we have a mermaid, we have a yellow 11, and we have a green 13. So mermaids are pretty good. They defeat number cards, the Skull King, but they lose to the red pirates. And then this player has, they also have a mermaid. They have a black 10 and they have a yellow 1. All right, so now we're going to bid. This player thinks they can get 2, so they're going to bid 2. And I know I have a mermaid, and that's all that I have that I think is good. So I'm going to stick with the 1, and then we're going to bid. So I bid 1, they bid 2. So then we're going to see who gets it. All right. So it's this player's lead. They're going to play their black 10. And I'm going to play, I'll play this 13 green because I don't want that. So that'll give them 1. They'll lead another card. They'll play the mermaid. I'll play this 11 because I need to keep my mermaid because I don't know what else they have. So that'll give them their second card. Then they'll lead with that. I'll play my mermaid and I get the 3rd trick. So because mermaids defeat numbers and the Skull King but lose the pirates. All right, so everybody got their bids. So this player would get 20 times the number of tricks that they get, so that's 40. I would get 20. No one got any special cards, so there aren't any bonus points, and you'd add up your score and you keep going. You're going to play over as many rounds as you want. I would recommend 10. The game's pretty quick, so playing to 10 is pretty good time. So that's how you play Skull King. Let's go up to the top, see what they think about it. All right, so that was Skull King. First off, let me say, I have exactly this many trick-taking games in my collection, and this is one of them. I truly enjoy this game. It's fun. I like the way that it amps up from round 1 to round 10, and it just gives you more. The higher rounds you get, the thinkier it gets. Could you bid 0 on round 10? Should you bid 9 on round 10 and hope you get that because it's worth a pile of points? I like that. I'm not going to do a normal pros and cons. I'm just going to basically tell you that I love this game. It's BGM accepted. I'm going to give this an 8 out of 10 on BGG scale, so 4 out of 5 for board game mechanics. And this is a great time. If you like trick-taking games, and if you like games that have a little, or if you think games like Euchre are just a little too plain or bland, then you need to check this one out because it's got one, it has really good artwork. Like here's the tin with the treasure, just looks really good. And it has those special cards in that expansion, which I looked at a little bit with the mermaids and the kraken. It just gives you a little bit more things to think about because you know, hey, I may not get all these tricks because somebody could throw out the kraken, or I may have the Skull King, but somebody could have a mermaid. So that, you know, that makes it a little thinkier. So I dig this game. It's going to stay in my collection for a long time. It's going to be one of my go-to trick-taking games. It is that good. So I'm Jason with the Board Game Mechanics. This was a review for Grandpa Beck's Skull King. And as always, keep gaming.